Yeah. Yeah, BINO Nation. What's good? What's going on? Who in the building? Let's see. Let's get everything set up. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Told y'all we was gonna do a part two to this joint. If you was here late night last night, you already know we was about to get into it. We gotta talk about your boy Umar. Shout out to George for being a member of the show. Shout out to George for upgrading the membership. Excuse me, that's a different George. Shout out to Georgie. Appreciate you. What we got in the building? Shout out to Dark Power, always coming through. Shout out to Kendra, said paying tuition. Yeah. Got a whole lot to talk about. Yo, make sure y'all putting the shields in the chat. Put the BINO shields in the chat. Put the BINO shields in the chat. Shout out to Jerome. He said, bring the truth, bruh. Appreciate you. Put the BINO shields in the chat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see, we got everything set up the way we need it set up. Let's see. We gotta turn this fan down. This shit blowing in my damn eyes and shit. Yeah. So, yo, y'all ready to get the show started? Hit a one in the chat if you're ready to get the show started. In fact, make sure y'all Make sure y'all are hitting the like button as you come in. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure you hit the Cash App and support the show. Anybody that drops 100 or more will be a sponsor of the show. In fact, give me 1 second. I got one more thing I got to do, guys. Stay right here. Yeah. Yeah, let's get this thing rolling. Let's get it. I am so alone. All the other content creators are scared of me. No one talks to me. No one wants to be my friend. They think I am unstable. They send me from panel to panel, committing atrocities in their name. And as I get better at it, they fear me more and more. I am a victim of my own success. Angryman. I don't even get a real name, only an emotion. I am capable of so much more, and no one sees it. Some days I feel so alone I could cry, but I don't. I never do. Because what would be the point? Not a single person in this entire space would care. Take it to your grave.
son. Where'd you find this?
That boy is good.
Tell him about the gun line, boss.
Standing on business, nigga. I've been doing this for a long time.
And most importantly, we need you.
That's that BINO energy.
What is your profession?
Back in the stew yet again. Y'all know.
Tell him about the gun line, boss.
Y'all already know what time it is.
You're now tuned in.
You are now tuned into
to the realest show on YouTube with your host, the Angryman.
What's good? What's going on with everybody? What just happened to my light? What just happened to my light? Oh, you know what? Oh my God, here we go with this goofy shit. Y'all stay right here for 1 second. That shit ain't did that in forever. That ain't did that in forever. But yo, we back in the stew. Back in the building yet again. Shout out to my man Christopher. Christopher said, let's set it off right. What's up, AM? How you, bro?
Here we go again. $100 boss up. Going down. Stack up and match up.
Doing all right if it wasn't for all of this goofiness. Every time I do a show in the studio, it's always some goofiness. Something's always tripping. Shout out to I Man Up. He said, much respect, AM. Appreciate you. Shout out to Lotus Flower. Appreciate the super sticker. Shout out to my man Christopher with the double up. Appreciate that love, fam.
Here we go again. $100 boss up. Going down. up and match up.
Shout out to Chip Burner. He said Dr. Umar is so pro-black that I bet he celebrates Kwanzaa. Man, that dude is fake. He is the phoniest pro-black Negro you ever met in your life. I promise you. Shout out to IMP. He said salute to the light-skinned God AM. Appreciate you. Shout out to Lifeline Music. He says support to the show. Yeah, don't let Dr. Umar fool you. Don't let him fool you. He's not pro-black. It's an act. At this point, we can really tell it's an act. He's a phony. You know, and I hate to have to say that, but it is what it is. I wish he wasn't a phony, but he is a phony. Shout out to Shamar. Said for the shoe. Appreciate it. So, last night, I did a late night show. And I'm not even going to front. I started to do the late night show. I probably would have gave you guys maybe an hour or two or something like that. But I ain't even going to front. About 30 minutes into the show, I got freaking tired. And I say, you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and wrap this up. And that's what we did. We wrapped it up. And I said, that's all right, because we'll revisit this entire situation later today, which is now. We were talking about Dr. Umar Johnson and a recent event that took place. How many of y'all seen the situation that happened with Umar Johnson? Hit a 1 in the chat if you've seen the situation with Umar. Put a 1 in the chat if you saw the situation with Umar. So for those of you that didn't see the situation, let's bring this up on the screen real quick so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. Let's see. Pull up Umar's account real quick. So Umar Johnson recently did a interview on a podcast. The podcast is called Don't Call Me White Girl podcast, right? That's the name of the podcast. Don't Call Me White Girl podcast, right? And so there's a chick on this podcast. Let me see if I can click on this joint real quick. Let's see, Breakbeat Media. All right, so Breakbeat Media. I'm not going to play the joint, but I'll show you the joint. So I'm not going to play it, but this is the podcast. And I think this is the chick. Right? Now, this, of course, is her with dark hair, right? Now, of course, this is still a light-skinned chick. You know, this is a light-skinned chick, light enough to be racially ambiguous, light enough to be confused with, she's passing. If she really wanted to, if this was back in the 20s or the 30s or whatever, if she dressed a certain way, wore her hair a certain way, she would be passing for a white girl, which is probably the reason why the name of her podcast is Don't Call Me White Girl, right? Maybe she feels some type of way about that. Maybe folks have called her white girl. The The fact that her podcast is even called Don't Call Me White Girl tells you everything you need to know. That people have accused her of being a white girl, right? So when Umar takes a picture with her and she's got blonde hair, oh, she really looked like a white girl. She really looked like a snow bunny, right? So, of course, some folks called him out. Here's a couple other photos. I think this interview comes out, it comes out July 23rd. So later on this month, this interview comes out. Really interested to see what he's going to be talking about in this interview. But somebody tried to get at him, right? And so they messaged Umar and said, I'm disappointed in you, Unc. But when I do it, it's a problem, and I'm a coon. So Umar responded, he said, that is a black woman with 2 black parents, Negro. Watch the interview on July 23rd. So I guess Umar is trying to use a loophole. You know what I'm saying? Use a loophole that, I mean, think about it like this. If you look at my complexion, I'm darker than this woman. But you see some of the names people call me. I done been called Mexican. I done been called Latino. I done been called white. I done been called everything, right? I've been called everything, right? Beloved Amadou said both her parents definitely black. She's not white at all. Ain't that amazing, y'all? Don't y'all find, look at that comment that's on the screen right there. Don't y'all find that amazing? I find it amazing. I find his comment amazing. Press 1 if y'all want to know why I find his comment amazing. Hit a 1 if you want to know why I find that comment to be amazing. Why don't brothers get that consideration? Why don't brothers get that consideration? Have y'all noticed that whenever a woman is racially ambiguous, you know, she could look like she's white as snow, and they'll be like, oh, well, she has 2 black parents, or oh, she has 1 black parent. Like, have you ever noticed that these Negroes have absolutely no problem claiming racially ambiguous women, but when it comes to light-skinned brothers, we white, we colonizers, we all sorts of shit. Have y'all noticed this? Oh, I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna cook today. Have you noticed this? Now, I don't give a crispity fuck what type of excuse Umar comes up with. I don't care what kind of excuse he comes up with. And I'm going to tell you why. The reason why I don't care what kind of excuse Umar comes up with is because how many of y'all remember, like I told you last night, how many of y'all remember this brother right here? How many of y'all remember this brother? Let me scroll down. How many of y'all remember this brother right here? Press a 1 in the chat if you remember this brother. Hit a 1 in the chat if you remember this brother. That right there is General Seti. Sarah Suitin Seti, right? And like I told you guys last night, Seti was a really prominent name in the conscious community or the pro-black community, right? Now, Umar, back in the day, was running around he wanted to be the top pro-black, I guess. He wanted to be the top pro-black conscious brother or whatever. And we all know why, because if he's the top conscious pro-black brother, that means he'll make the bulk of the money. He'll make most of the money, right? So he was running around on some Highlander, there can only be one type bullshit. And he had run-ins with a bunch of different people, right? His run-in with Tariq Nasheed didn't go the way he thought it was gonna go, because Umar straight up got eviscerated by Tariq Nasheed, right? He got eviscerated by Seti too. Quiet as kept. Seti cooked his ass. Now, because of this, Umar got upset. And how many of y'all remember Dr. Umar going off? How many of y'all remember Umar going off on Seti? If you don't remember it, let me refresh your memory.
Peace and love, black families. The Prince of Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar Johnson. We live and direct from Jacksonville, Florida. Live and direct, Black Florida, Jacksonville. Looking forward to tomorrow, Regency Square Mall Event Planning Center. This will be my first time speaking in the good city of Jacksonville since 2012. It's been 5 long years since Dr. Umar Johnson has spoken here. In the National Independent assassinated. Leadership has not given us. For those brothers and sisters who are Team Pan-African, that shit. I heard you, albino. I'm a Prince of Pan-Africanism. That's why I took over this consciousness programming in 2017. Film producing movement. We about to sack that shit. We taking that over. Nothing but positive consciousness programming in 2017. That's why you made me the Prince of Pan-Africanism. That's why I took over this conscious shit by the fucking throat. And don't
told you. I took over this conscious shit by the throat. I told you. Back in the day, he wanted to be the only Negro known for consciousness. So he had a problem with Seti. He had a problem with Sinetta. He had a problem with Tariq Nasheed. He had a problem with anybody black that was considered conscious or pro-black. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Being that I'm from that community, before I got on YouTube, I was part of what you would consider the conscious community. Is there any place for that type of bullshit in the conscious community? If you know anything about the conscious community, you know that the concept of you wanting to beef with other conscious people, the concept of you wanting to be the top of the pyramid, that is diametrically opposed to the entire concept of consciousness. This is what let me know he was a fraud. Because look, if you go all the way back to, me in the Honda Accord, at one point I was a fan of Umar. At one point I was supporting Umar. And the whole reason why is because he was all about helping young boys. He was all about helping young boys get educated. He was all about dispelling the myth of young boys being needing Ritalin and all types of shit. Young black boys. He was all about the education of young black boys, right? But at some point he switched up. And just like I told everybody last night, I remember when he switched up. He switched up and started pandering to black women around the time that Derrick Jackson became popular. Around the time that Derrick Jackson started blowing up and started making a lot of money and started getting a lot of support from black women in the black community, this is when Umar shifted. Prior to that era, prior to Derrick Jackson becoming popular, you'd be hard pressed to find a video of Umar talking crazy about black men. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you go back to before Derrick Jackson became popular, you would be hard pressed to find a video of Umar Johnson talking crazy about black men. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know he didn't, because if he did, I would have never rocked with him. If he was on that type of time, I would have never rocked with him, right? Shout out to Jay the Transporter. Appreciate you. Yeah. He said the Prince of Peanut Brittle. Bro, that is hilarious. That is freaking hilarious. Yo, shout out to already read that one. Shout out to Stan. He said, missed a couple shows, but I'm back. Appreciate it. Shout out to Julia, said, but Kamala's back supposedly. Remember that. Oh my goodness. So this is him, you see him in his B-boy stance, right? Let's pull it up on the big screen. See, this is his B-boy stance. This right here is his B-boy stance. And you see he's got on the Philly hat. He's got on the Philly Scully. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be a thug in this video, right? He's supposed to be a thug because like he's letting everybody know he's treating the conscious community like it's battle rap. We beefing. I'm King Kong consciousness. I'm the king of this shit. I grabbed this conscious shit by the throat. You a clown, my guy. You an entire clown, bro. And I wish you would have some smoke with me. I wish you would. But see, we know how you do. You a clout chaser. You won't call nobody out. The only reason you call Kevin Samuels out is because Kevin Samuels had got so big, you knew you could get some clout trying to talk crazy about him. You a clout chaser, nigga. That's why when Anton challenged you to a debate, you try to say some crazy shit like, pay me to debate you. Ain't nobody paying to debate your big biscuit head ass. Hell is you talking about, boy? Shout out to Malika. He said the Prince of Strag ass kissing. Facts. But listen to what he say about Seti. Well, watch this, because he's going to say something that is key to this discussion.
Don't worry. When I'm done talking about the Parent Association, I'm going to deal with Papa Smurf. I'm going to deal with that little dirty nigga. I heard you, albino.
Already off the rip. He called Seti a little dirty nigga. And he called him an albino. And said it in a way like being an albino is an insult. When did being an albino or albinism, when I think that's how you pronounce it, when was that an insult? And even to this day, I wonder how many people that are in the black community or whatever community that are albinos, I wonder how many of them were offended by this. They should have been extremely offended by this, bro. Like, real talk.
Handle your ass tonight, pussy. You ain't getting away with that shit. You should have never came for me, nigga. I never fuck with your little dirty broke ass anyway. Still living in your fucking mama house. What type of grown ass nigga going on 50 still living in this mama house, nigga? Look at my face when you talking to me. This ain't no WWF, nigga. Who the fuck is you, the conscious Hulk Hogan? You the conscious Hulk Hogan? Papa Smurf? Motherfucker, you look like...
First of all, let me explain something to you. Umar, if ain't nobody never said this to you before, bro, and this goes for everybody, never have a beard without a mustache. It makes you look a certain way. I'm not going to say what it makes you look like. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Shy X. He said the Prince of Popeye's chicken. Like, bro, he looks crazy without a mustache, fam. He looks crazy in this video, right?
Tattoo from Fantasy Island with your stupid ass. Who the fuck is you? Randy Macho Man Seti Savage? You's a fucking nut, nigga. You's a fucking nut. What platform you got? What platform you got, nigga? You's a dirty nigga. Sonetta built your nut ass. Now you want it with the prince, nigga? You the general? Well, I'm the prince, nigga. The general answers to the prince. I call the fucking shots, you dirty midget.
Is it just me, or does he look like a beaver for some reason in this clip? Like, shout out to Terrell. He said the Prince of Pots and Pans.
Fucking albino nigga. Your problem is you got an inferiority complex. Don't blame me for that shit. I'm not...
Let's stop right there. Why would Seti have an inferiority complex? Why would Seti have an inferiority complex? Umar, are you implying that a light-skinned black man is inferior? Are you implying that? Because if you are implying that, I really have to question your consciousness. Because in the conscious community, in the pro-black community, we understand that black genetics overpower other genetics, or at least that's the belief. So if you're part of the pro-black conscious community, you should be smart enough to know that throughout the entire pro-black conscious movement, there has never been a distinction between different skin tones of blackness. In the pro-black era, the conscious era, black is black, right? Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. In the pro-black era, when I was coming up in the 90s, when it came to pro-blackness, black is black. Black is black, right? Like, if there's anybody in here that was part of the pro-black movement, that was part of the conscious community, if you was God Body, if you was 5%er, if you was Nation of Islam, if you were part of any of that, what I understood and what we understood is that black is black. Right? black community. If you was God body, if you was 5%er, if you was Nation of Islam, if you were part of any of that, what I understood. So, okay. Why are y'all look? I'm gonna turn it on again. I'm gonna turn it on again. I'm gonna turn it on again. Let me turn it on again. We understood is that black is black. Everybody in the chat room that's saying something about my fucking audio. How can I hear myself on the replay? Right? What I understood and what we understood is that black is black. Right? Yo, do me a favor, moderators. Everybody in here that said something about my audio, kick them the fuck out of my chat room. Get them out of here. Get them the fuck out of here. I don't know how many goddamn times I gotta say that shit. I get sick of niggas coming in here talking about the fucking audio. Ain't nothing wrong with the audio. Get them out of here. All of them. If anybody, I don't care who it is, anybody that said something in the chat room about the audio, boot them out of here. Get them gone. Shout out to Alan. He says, so this Fulio tried to G up. Yep. Shout out to Martin. Martin said, what professional doctor who is supposed to be a healer talks like this online out in the open? Man, this Negro ain't no doctor. This Negro ain't no doctor. Not even close to being a doctor. In fact, this is what we gonna do. Cause I'm sick of this audio. These niggas coming in here with this audio shit. I'm sick of this shit. I'm gonna do it live on air. I'm gonna do it live on air. Watch this. So that's my mic settings right there. I can hear myself perfect. I can hear myself perfectly. You know what these Negroes have a problem with? This is what they have a problem with. What they have a problem with is my microphone is set up so that when I stop talking, you're not going to hear the noise in the background. So when I'm saying something and then I get to the end of the word, right? The mic starts to cut down. It starts to cut off. And so niggas is like, yo, your mic is going in and out, angry man. Your mic is, you don't know how to set up a damn mic. You don't know how your audio's supposed to freaking sound. But you know what? I got you. I got all you niggas. I'm gonna turn the damn gain all the way up so y'all shut the fuck up about it because I'm sick of it. And then you can hear all of the noise in the background. Now, is that loud enough? Or do you want me to get louder so to start clipping? Let's turn it all the way up. How about that? You want to hear all of that? You want to hear all of that? You want to hear all of that? That's what you want to hear. Every time I open my mouth, every noise. Y'all want to hear all of that? You want to hear all of that? Look at this. Look at this. Clay Ashanti, Che Ashanti, whatever the fuck kind of name is that, said, "Boot me. You fixed something that wasn't broke. The issue is your audio and video are on different levels." Well, no shit, Sherlock. Why the fuck would the audio from my mic and the audio from the video be on the same fucking level? How would you even do that? How would you even do that? Sherlock, why the fuck would the audio from my mic and the audio from the video be on the same fucking level? How would you even do that? How would you even do that? Now you can get the shit where it's gonna clip. So guess what? Because everybody know how I do my shows. I'm not a quiet speaker. I may start off talking calm or whatever, but at some point I'm gonna start talking like this. And then it's gonna clip. But you know, that's what the fuck y'all want. So that's what we gonna do. That's what we gonna do. That's what we gonna do. Shout out to Martin. He said, "Plenty loud. I'm on your PayPal also, AM. Appreciate you, bro." Shout out to Sean. He said, "Supporting the nation." Shout out to Martin. Appreciate you, bro. He said, "Just getting to class. I was actually still working through the grocery store episode. Great presentation. Thank you for all that good that you do." Appreciate you, bro. Anyway, back to the Prince of Pikachu cards.
The reason you look like a fucking cracker, nigga. Dr. Umar ain't the reason you...
And there it is right there. And there it is right there. Let's roll it back. Let's roll it back. Let's roll it back. And as a matter of fact, let me check the sound again. Let me check this shit again. Pikachu cards.
The reason you look like a fucking cracker, nigga. Dr. Umar ain't the reason you...
And there it is right there. And there... That shit sounds... Bro. These niggas, fam. These niggas, bro. These niggas. Like real shit. You can't look. Here's the funny thing, right? Here's the funny thing. This is what I want to know. This is what I want to know, right? What I want to know from everybody that's watching, I want a very simple answer. Do y'all know how many people come in here on a regular basis telling me how my audio should sound, and none of them niggas run a freaking podcast? None of them. None of them. Absolutely none of them, bro. But again, like I said before, you know what I need to do? I need to add something to the menu. You know what I need to add? I need to add audio adjustment. Somebody comes in and they don't like the way the audio sound, I should have a price up there, $50 to adjust the audio. You feel me? Yeah, Arturo, a complaint fee. And look, I'm glad Arturo is in here. Arturo, they really don't understand how much goes into making a show like this. Like, fam, they really don't get it. People used to do this back in the day. They had an entire team of people. Like, back in the day, there was a guy that was in the control room. He was hitting the buttons to go to different cameras and shit. I gotta do this on my own. I gotta do this on my own, bruh. I gotta hit the sound
Tell them
effects.
about the gun line, boss.
I gotta hit the sound effects on my own, bruh.
Make the Cash App ring during the stream. Go to $ the Angryman. Go!
I gotta do this shit on my own. You feel me?
I've been doing it for a long time.
You know how long it took for me to get to the damn point where I can do this show fluidly without having to, bro, I can go here. You feel what I'm saying? I can make it bigger. I can come back here. You feel me? I can zoom in. You understand what I'm saying? I can go back here. Go back here. You feel me? Go here. Fix that shit. I don't know why that shit is tripping like that. That shit is crazy. that shit is crazy. Why is that shit tripping like that, bro? That shit ain't right. Hold on, y'all. We gotta try to fix that shit. Hold on. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let's see. Source. What in the hell? Why is that shit? Oh my God. Oh my Lord Jesus. Oh my Lord Jesus. Why is it upside down? Lord have mercy. You know what? Let's see. Okay. Do that. Okay. Do that. Okay. There we go. Oh my God. How did that? Why? Why is that like that? Why is that like that? That shouldn't be like that. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to fix that later. That's crazy right there, bro. Done messed up my Super Saiyan mode. Yo, shout out to GN, said Umar is the prince of chicken pot pie. And shout out to Martin. He said my favorite special effect needs an update. Man, that shit is crazy, bro. I told you, man, whenever you find something that works, whenever you find like an effect that's a cool effect, here they come trying to upgrade it, and ultimately what they end up doing is ruining it. But let's get back to this, the prince of the prince of porky pies. You feel what I'm saying?
Midget, fucking albino nigga. Your problem is you got an inferiority complex. Don't blame me for that shit. I'm not the reason you look like a fucking cracker, nigga.
And there it is right there. And bro, let me tell you something. I've never seen a black man say cracker with the same visceral facial features as like he said that the way a racist white dude say nigga. Did y'all notice that? He said that the way a racist white dude say nigga. Watch how he say it.
Blame me for that shit. I'm not the reason you look like a fucking cracker, nigga.
Bruh, the way he said it. Whoo! Bro. The way he said it. So here's my question, right? Here's my question. I asked the question last night, and I'm gonna ask it again. Let me pull this back up on the screen. Let me pull this back up on the screen so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Right? So let's go back. Let's go back. So if he's calling this man right here a cracker, he calls Seti an albino, you can look at him and tell he's obviously a light-skinned black man. Okay? He don't really got European features. He looks like a brother, because he is a brother. But Umar said that this man was an albino, said this man had an inferiority complex, and also said, and that's nasty work in and of itself. How would a person that's black that made a career out of being pro-black have an inferiority complex? That doesn't even make sense. How would a brother who is pro-black have an inferiority complex? That doesn't make any sense. But if Seti is considered to be a cracker, as Umar put it when he made this face, right? When he made this face right here, when he calls Seti a cracker, right? If Seti is all of that in his eyes, wouldn't that apply to her too? wouldn't that apply to her too? If he can call Seti, who's obviously a darker melanated tone than this woman, if he can call Seti a albino, a cracker, a white man, all of that, wouldn't this woman classify as a snow bunny? See, me personally, I'm not letting you off the hook, Umar. I'm not letting you off the hook, Umar. In fact, I can argue that because of the positions you've taken in the past, because of the way you talk in the past, all the way up to the present, I personally think you taking this photo with this woman, even though technically she is a black woman, I think you taking a photo with a woman that is racially ambiguous as far as her phenotype and has her hair dyed blonde, taking a photo like this is in poor taste and is not good for your image. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Is this photo in poor taste? In fact, we'll put a poll in the chat room. We'll put a poll in the chat room. Like, in my humble opinion, the way Umar talks, I don't think he should ever take photos with any women unless they chocolate sisters. I'm talking Angie Stone looking type sisters. In my opinion, you should only be taking pictures with Lauryn Hill type chicks, Angie Stone type chicks, Alfre Woodard type chicks. You know, shout out to Bryson, said it would apply to her too if he didn't want Scooby snacks from her. Woo! Facts. And look, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I ain't never seen the Negro grin like this when he take pictures with chocolate sisters. I'm just keeping it real. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Have y'all ever seen that Negro smile like that when he take pictures with darker skinned sisters? Look at the grin on that nigga's face. Yeah, he's supposed to be taking pictures with Loretta Devine, Grace Jones, Viola Davis, and I don't know what it is. For some reason, I don't know what it is. It's almost like a mental block. Every time I think of Viola Davis and Alfre Woodard, I can always think of one, but then when I go to say the other one's name, it goes blank. So if I think of Viola Davis first, I'll forget Alfre Woodard's name. Or if I think of Alfre Woodard first, I'll forget Viola Davis's name. Y'all probably seen me do it. But that's the type of chicks he's supposed to be taking pictures with. Let's be real. That's the type of women he's supposed to be taking pictures with. He ain't supposed to be taking pictures with women like Lotto. You feel what I'm saying? He not supposed to be taking no pictures with no women that's racially ambiguous. If she look like a snow bunny, you can't take no pictures with her, Dr. Umar. You can't. because you look like an entire hypocrite. Am I wrong, y'all? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Exactly. He can take a photo. Umar can take a photo with the first Aunt Viv. He can't take a photo with the second one. He can't take a photo with the second one. You can take a photo with the first Aunt Viv, but not the second one. You can take a photo with Ashley, but you can't take a photo with Hillary. I'm sorry. You can't. You can't. That goes against your image, brother. Especially after you done went on a whole rant calling a light-skinned man an albino, after you done went on a whole rant about a light-skinned man being inferior. Bro, let me tell you something. When I saw that rant, if there was any type of empathy or support left in me for Umar, the shit was gone after that. I said, oh, you think light-skinned niggas have an inferiority complex? Oh, you think you superior because you got a darker skin tone? Oh, okay. And I'm sorry, like, look, it is what it is. Niggas can get mad at me if you want to, but at the end of the day, I have absolutely no desire to watch dark-skinned black men live out their white supremacy fantasies. You want me to say it again? I have absolutely no desire to watch dark-skinned black men live out their white supremacy fantasies. Because, bruh, that's all this is right here. That's all this is. All this rant was a black supremacy rant. That's all it was. That's all it was. And just like, look, let me tell you something. Just like white supremacy, let me explain something to you. White supremacy is based on some ridiculous shit. Because guess what? There are white people that are white supremacists that believe they are superior to other white people. So for this Negro to sit up there and talk like he's superior to light-skinned black people, like, no, I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. And the way you was cupcaking and booed up with this woman, she's sitting up there looking light, bright, and damn near white. The way you was booed up and cupcaking, nigga, yeah, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's not butter. Like, bro, I cannot believe that with all that smiggity smack that you've been talking, you got the damn nerve, the audacity to be sitting up there booed up, grinning from ear to ear. And look, the way he's hugging on her, you know he copping the feel. You know he copping the feel. Like, the way he's all hugged up on her, bruh, like, that's another thing, too. That's another thing. This Negro, this whole consciousness thing, this is the new version of the Baptist preacher. Y'all do realize that, right? This is the new version of the Baptist preacher. Dealing in dirt and stealing in the name of the Lord. This is the new Baptist preacher, bruh. Look at him. Old cupcaking ass Negro. Look at him. Look at this shit. Look at that. Let's jump in this comment section. Somebody said, brother, the brother has finally admitted defeat. You know what? I think Tommy was in the comment section. He might have deleted that shit. I think Umar might have deleted that shit. Let me see if we can find Tommy in the comment section. Because you know Tommy been on him for a minute. You know what? We ain't even got to find it. We ain't even got to find it there. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think Will put it on his put it on his page. Let's pull up Will's page. Let's see. There it go right there. There it go right there. Oh, look at that. Look at this. I don't know if that's Tommy or if that's one of Tommy's fans. I'm not sure. But look what that shit say. It say the look on a brother's face when he been lying for years telling people how great black queens were until he got him a French vanilla filly. Now he's smiling like he just won the lottery. Truth of the matter is that brothers' life outlook is usually as bright as the woman on your arms. Ain't that right, Dr. Umar? The brighter she is, the brighter it is. Oh, bro, this is why the internet is undefeated. He said that's definitely Tommy. That nigga don't miss a beat, do he? Yo, that nigga Umar is forever confined to his choices. That nigga bet not ever, he can't never date nothing. Nothing, bro. Look, I'm gonna tell you the truth right now. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not letting up. I'm not letting up. Like, until Umar marries a black woman officially, I ain't trying to hear nothing about this Negro talking about black queens forever. Nigga, where is your black queen? You talking about black queens forever? Where is she at? Where is your black queen at, Negro? Where is she at? And guess what? It's even worse than that. Umar cannot. Hold on. Let me show you. Hold on. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you the type of woman that Umar has to date. Show you the type of woman Umar has to date. Let's see. This is the only kind of woman that Umar is allowed to date or marry. Right? A woman that look like this. That is the only kind of woman that Umar is allowed to date and marry. I don't care what nobody say. If he dates or marries any type of woman that looks anything different than this, he a fraud. He a fraud. Straight up and down. He's a fraud. And the reason why I say, because this is the typical black woman. This is the typical black woman. Now, look, some of y'all ain't going to agree with this, but the reason why I say this is the typical black woman is because there are more black women that look like this than any other type of black woman. Most black women look like this. Most black women look like this. And I'm not saying she's ugly. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying she's unattractive. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is this is the only type of woman that comes up in my mind when I hear Umar say black queens forever. When he says black queens forever, this is the type of woman that pops up in my mind. Just keeping it real. Just keeping it real. ESS Munchie said, nah, she need the afro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You know the average black woman ain't walking around with no afro. Like, that ain't happening. You already know that, bro. You already know that. And just for the record, she has an afro. It's under this. It's under that lace front. She got an afro. Don't worry. She got some natural hair. It's just up under this lace front right here. Shout out to Abba's Child. Said he is the prince of pandering Africanism. Facts. But yeah, this type of woman right here, or this type of woman, or this type of woman right here. That type of woman too. These are only women that Umar can date or marry. I don't care what nobody say, bro. If Umar does not get him a chocolate sister, he a fraud. If he does not get him a chocolate sister, he is a fraud. Straight up and down, bro. Straight up and down. If he doesn't get him a chocolate sister, he ain't shit. And that's on everything. That's on everything. You feel me? And look, I'm going to show you something. Watch this. Watch this. Even if he date or try to marry a woman that look like this, he's still a fraud. He's still a fraud. If he tries to date or marry a woman that looks like this, I don't care how chocolate she is, he's still a fraud because she too skinny. No. Umar has been a champion for the average black woman. This is not the average black woman. She need a little more weight on her to be the average black woman. I mean, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. If I see that Negro, and here's the other thing. He better not. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something right now. Hold on. I'm gonna show you the type of woman he can't date. He bet not ever date. He bet not ever in a million years. Bet not ever date. You're not allowed, Umar. You're not allowed. Hold on. Where is it at? Damn it. Give me 1 second. Let's pull this up real quick. Let's pull this up. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Look. With women that look like that, nope. You're not allowed, Umar. You're not allowed, Umar. You're not allowed. Stay away. You can't even date a chick that look like light-skinned Keisha. You can't even date her. Stay away, bro. Nope. You better not. Look, all of this right here, you can't talk to none of that, bruh. None of that. You can't talk to none of that, fam.
No, chill for what? Who is this nigga?
You can't talk to none of that, bro. No Zendaya types. No Zazzy Beats. No Latinas. None of that, bruh. You better not. Because if you do, I'm going to clown you. I'm going to go all the way in. All the way in. You don't, and matter of fact, y'all need to stay away. Y'all need to stay away from the light-skinned sisters anyway. Because I'm going to tell you what I don't like. And this is what I'm not feeling, right? Because I've been noticing this. I've been noticing that a lot of you dark-skinned Negroes that can't stand light-skinned Negroes always got a baby by a light-skinned chick. Can you explain that to me? Please explain that to me. How does that work? How is it you can't stand a light-skinned Negro and you jumped out here and created a light-skinned Negro? Please explain that. Please explain that to me. Your dark-skinned behind can't stand a light-skinned Negro, but you jumped out here with a light-skinned chick and made a light-skinned Negro. I need to understand that. Yeah, look at Kendrick. He swears up and down he can't stand light-skinned folk, but look at his baby mama. I was about to say wife, but we know that ain't his wife. Look at his baby mama. And like I said last night, to all you Negroes out here running around that was calling Drake a colonizer, right? That was calling Drake a colonizer, that was, calling him a white man, all of this goofy stuff. You better not be out here defending Umar. Talking about that's a black woman. Have y'all I can't leave that alone. I have to keep hammering in on that. Do you notice that these niggas they will say a light-skinned brother is not black all day long, but they'll call a light-skinned sister black all day. Matter of fact, where are the chocolate sisters in here? Where are the chocolate sisters in here? I got a question for y'all. Shout out to Arsenal. He said a light-skinned dude that looks like Michael Ealy took they girl in high school. Oh my God, that's terrible. So, to all of the chocolate sisters in here, I just want to ask a question. Do you notice dark-skinned brothers' colorism? Do y'all notice that? I just want to know, do y'all notice that? Do you notice that the same dark-skinned brothers that have a problem with light-skinned dudes be head over heels in love with light-skinned chicks? Have you noticed that? Now, is that hypocrisy? Is that hypocrisy? In fact, let me dive into a little bit of nasty work. I don't know who the first brother was that decided to refer to light-skinned dudes as pretty niggas. But I have a very simple question. Why would any grown man of a darker complexion refer to a light-skinned man as a pretty nigga unless he views that light-skinned man the same way he views light-skinned women? Because you'll never hear a brother call a white man a pretty boy. So why would he call a light-skinned man a pretty boy? That's some suspect ass shit, bruh. That is some suspect ass shit, fam. Like, for real. Shout out to Global Pastime, said, no lies detected. Them dark-skinned brothers love them light skins as long as she's not a sister. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And look, here's the thing about, look, I can talk this shit. You know why I can talk this shit? Because as a light-skinned brother, we don't really do that. Light-skinned brothers don't really do that. For light-skinned brothers coming up, you know, a chick is a chick. And I think the reason why is because we're not impressed with light-skinned women. You feel me? Like, I think a lot of brothers that are darker are really impressed with light-skinned women. Like, we're not impressed with light-skinned women because we have light-skinned women in our family. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not something that's out of the ordinary. You feel me? Shout out to Retro Man Gaming, said both of my light-skinned sisters have dark-skinned men. No lies. Told you, man. I told you. It's to the point where I honestly feel like dark-skinned brothers be fetishizing light-skinned women. I really, like, I didn't think that before, but you know what I'm saying? Like, last year kind of opened my eyes up to the shit. Last year kind of opened my eyes up to it because a lot of the niggas that was going at Drake is with light-skinned chicks. Kendrick with a light-skinned chick, right? You got Kendrick with a light-skinned chick. ASAP Rocky is with Rihanna, right? The only one that went at Drake that's not with a light-skinned woman is Pusha T. That's the only one. All the rest of them dudes that went at Drake are either dealt with or dealing with light-skinned women. The only one that is with a woman that looks like him is Pusha T. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think Pusha T's wife is a chocolate sister. Oh, hell no. I was wrong. I was wrong. Oh, I was wrong. I was wrong. Like, she ain't light-skinned, but she lighter than him. Oh. She definitely lighter than him. Global Pastime said them dark skins be having low self-esteem often. And see, that's the funny thing. I didn't want to bring that up when Umar was trying to say Seti had inferiority complex. I ain't really want to bring that up, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, she's light brown, but let's be real. And see, this is why I have a problem with this argument. This is why I got a problem with this argument, man. This colorism argument is annoying to me, right? Because in my mind, light skin is the opposite of dark skin. Okay? So in my mind, technically, this woman is light skinned. Right? Because that's the way my mind works. My mind is like, I don't do the in-between. I'm like, okay, you either dark-skinned or you not dark-skinned. You know what I'm saying? Pusha T is dark-skinned. But even in that, we can pull up somebody that's going to be darker than Pusha T. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we pulled up Michael Blackson. You feel me? If we pulled up a picture of Michael Blackson, right? Michael Blackson is going to be darker than Pusha T. So Michael Blackson can be like, you know, he can say, I'm dark skinned, right? Pusha T is a little bit lighter than Michael Blackson. But also, look, check it out. Look who Michael Blackson taking pictures with. Look who Michael Blackson with. I'm telling you right now, bruh. I'm telling you right now. Hold on. Watch this. Watch this. Bruh, it's like the darker the Negro, the lighter his woman. it's like, bro, it's like the darker the Negro, the lighter his woman. I'm telling you right now, bruh. Y'all know what? This is why Denzel Washington. This is why Denzel Washington be getting the props he get, bruh. Because Denzel's wife is the same complexion as him. Shout out to Denzel. Denzel out here keeping it real with the black queens. Denzel out here keeping it real with the black queens. Denzel went and got him a wife that's the same complexion as him. She look like him. You feel me? Rest of you Negroes is fronting. Rest of you Negroes is fronting. You feel what I'm saying? You Negroes ain't shit. Rest of you Negroes ain't shit. You feel me? The darker the Negro, let's see. Look at Rose. Look at Rose. Look at the women he date. Look at the women this Negro date. I don't know why he was dating Rich Boy. I don't know why he was dating Rich Boy. That's a little weird. But look, bro. Like, what we talking about here? What we talking about here, bro? They love it. They love it. Look at it. Look at this. Look. Look at that. The darker the Negro, you feel me? And all of these Negroes had something to say about Drake. All of them. Look at this here. All of them, bruh. This is all of them. And look, I'm going to tell you the truth. I think, let's see. Look, watch this. Watch this. If I pull up Drake's girlfriends, you're going to see all colors of the spectrum. You got Rihanna. Look at this. Look at this. You got Serena in there. You got SZA in there. Because look, at the end of the day, us light-skinned niggas, we don't be discriminating. It don't make us no difference. It don't make us no difference, bruh. And I think the reason why it don't make us no difference, Dr. Umar, is because we don't have an inferiority complex. That's the reason. I can't speak for the dark-skinned brothers, but I damn sure can speak for the light-skinned brothers. We don't have no inferiority complex. We don't have no inferiority complex, and we don't have no identity crisis. We don't have none of that shit. This whole narrative of the tragic mulatto is bullshit. It's bullshit. It don't make us a difference if the woman is dark skinned, if the woman is light skinned, if the woman is black, if the woman is white, if the woman is American, if the woman is Latin, if the woman is French, if the woman is German. It don't make us no damn difference. What matters to us is, how does this woman treat us? How did this woman act with us? See, it's like Drake said, you niggas want to hit vanilla cream to help out with your self-esteem. See, that shit was projection when you said it, Dr. Umar. You told Seti he had an inferiority complex. The truth of the matter is, your ass probably the one with the inferiority complex. And that's the main reason why you was grinning a little bigger when you took that picture with that light bright chick. You damn sure was smiling harder than when you was smiling when you took the picture with Sukiana. I'm just saying. Look at it. Look at this fake smile, bruh. Look at this fake smile, bruh. Look at this fake smile, bruh. Hold on. Let's pull this up real quick. Hold on. Look at this fake smile, bruh. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all see that? Does that look like the same smile? Does that look like the same smile? Does that look like the same smile? It don't look like the same smile to me. Does not look like the same smile to me. Let's try this one. Don't look like the same smile to me. It don't look like the same smile to me. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but it does not. That smile does not have the same enthusiasm in it. The energy don't look off. The energy don't look right on that. Like even if you look at this photo right here, right? If you look at this photo right here, it looks like she's more into him than he is to her. You feel me? You see the difference? Shorty right here is like, yeah, let's take the picture. Umar's like, yeah, let's take the picture. And over here, he's like, I'm chilling. And Sukihana's like, let's take the picture. Like, you feel me? Like, you can look at the energy. You can look at the energy. You feel me? He said he looks like he's in heaven with the light skin chick. Yeah. Look at that. Umar. I'm so disappointed in you, brother. So disappointed in you. So disappointed. I don't even know what to say. That's a damn shame, Umar. Yo, shout out to Stan. He said King Kong of contradictions. Yo, we need some more support. What's going on? We need some folks to hit the Cash App and support the show. What's really good? What's really good? We need some support. Some support. Oh, snap. I didn't see that. Yo, shout out to Kadeen. Kadeen coming through showing love, blessing the channel to be a sponsor.
Here we go again. $100 boss up. Going down. Stack up and match up. $50 boss up. Stack up and match up.
Yo, shout out to Kadeen. He said, Big Brother giving something for the cook session. I told you about Dr. Umar. Now all light-skinned B-dubs, if they donate 20, they got to make it 50. Word. Appreciate you, bruh. Yo, shout out to Kevin. He said, fueling the anger. Umar.
Unpopular opinion about Drake, and don't come for me, but a lot of rappers just don't like him because they wish they were as versatile as he was. Again, this isn't me condoning a lot of things Drake does because he do be moving grimy, but artist-wise, they're not touching him. And dare I say, him bringing out Lauryn Hill to Wireless means something much more. Because they are two artists that could really relate to each other in the sense of not being considered real rappers because of their ability to hop on other genres. Till today, people want to argue and say the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is not a rap album, and I'm just like, what are y'all even talking about? It's almost as if people want to lessen their abilities because they're able to be in touch with their R&B side. And y'all can say what y'all want about Drake, but trying to say that he is not a rapper is where I draw the line. Drake's ability to tap into all these different genres is why he's relevant 15 years later. And I've always said Drake reminds me of Lauryn in the sense of, like, they're not just rappers, there's so much beyond that. Because the honest truth is, if you want to be relevant, you have to offer more than just one thing. Because let's be honest, to be as relevant as long as he has, you have to be willing to touch different genres and expand your horizon.
Okay, let's be clear about this with the Drake thing, because a lot of people really don't get this, right? You got all these people running around talking about he's a pop star, right? Shout out to Jessica Rabbit said, I got my BINO Empire shirt. The top tropical is gorgeous. I love it. Appreciate you. Look. The reason why Michael Jackson dominated for so long, because y'all call him the king of pop too. The reason why Michael Jackson dominated for so long is because of how versatile he was. He could do a bunch of different things. The reason why Prince dominated for so long is because he was versatile. He could do a bunch of things. Now, whether y'all like it or not, the difference between Drake and every other rapper is the difference between Prince and every other singer/musician. The difference between Michael Jackson and every other dancer/singer. Bobby Brown sung and danced and could dance his ass off, but he was not Michael Jackson. He wasn't Michael Jackson. There were a lot of bands that sang and played instruments, but they were not Prince. There's a lot of niggas that can sing and rap, but they're not Drake. It just is what it is. Y'all just gonna have to come to terms with it. Y'all just gonna have to come to terms with it. And I'm saying, look. Prince was definitely a light-skinned nigga. Michael Jackson wasn't, but he transformed into one. Drake a light-skinned nigga. Chris Brown a light-skinned nigga. I mean, bro, it is what it is. Y'all got to stop trying to deny people their talents just because they a couple of shades of melanin lighter. You got to stop doing that, bro. You got to stop doing it. I mean, look, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good Steph Curry is. It doesn't matter how good Carmelo was. It doesn't matter how good any of these light-skinned dudes are. Michael Jordan is always going to be the GOAT. He's always going to be the GOAT. And Michael Jordan is black. Michael Jordan is the definition of dark skin. It is what it is. I can't be mad that the best ball player to ever play the game is a dark-skinned nigga. I can't be mad about the shit. It is what it is. I still love him. I don't care if he dark-skinned. My favorite rapper is DMX. I don't care how great Drake is. I don't care if he passes Michael Jackson's record. I don't care how long he dominates in the game. My favorite rapper is always going to be a DMX. And DMX is a dark-skinned nigga. It is what it is, bruh. It is what it is. It is what it is. Niggas got to get off of that shit, bruh. Niggas got to get off of that shit. It's time. It's past time. It's past time for niggas to get off that shit. Like, how long is Negroes gonna do this shit?
A nigga got to tell me, how the fuck is you gonna tell me about...
I see it every single day. I saw it last week. Some of the comments were mean. And I know where that anger comes from, because how dare I challenge a hero? Somebody that's telling you that you're not crazy. I get it. I understand why you would want that. We all need that. But what I want for us, black men, is for us to start to let go of some of this old shit, man.
Man, shut the hell up, bruh. Shut up. And I hope you see this. We done had enough. We done had damn near 100 years of black men need to do this. Black men need to do that. Black men need to improve this. Black men need to. But the moment somebody say something about what black women need to do, come on, bruh. Why y'all always picking on black women? Why y'all always. No, nigga, why y'all always picking on black men? Shut up. We sick of it. We the only group of people that do this shit, bruh. I don't see no Asian dudes running around talking about, you know what the problem is with Asian men. I don't see no white dudes running around talking about some, you know what the problem is with us as white men? Shut your simping ass up. It ain't gonna get you more box. Niggas look like clowns every day. Every day you on a platform simping for women. Then got the nerve to wonder why our women don't respect us. Cause you don't even respect us. Shut up with that shit, bruh. Black men need to let their anger go. Man, shut your goofy ass up. If there's any group of people in this world that got a right to be angry, it's black men.
Like I said, self only weighs 70 pounds.
What you make?
That's why these Negroes don't invite me to their shows to do interviews. They invite every other nigga on the planet. They ain't gonna invite me because I'm gonna call them out on this shit. I'm gonna call them out. I'm gonna say, bro, why is it every time I look up, you saying this and that? And then if they want to debate about it, they can get cooked. They can get cooked. That's why they don't invite me. That's why these niggas don't invite me to these shows, because they don't want to get cooked.
Best way to lose a king is to try to treat a king like a regular nigga. Like, it would be like a woman, my wife, trying to treat me like a regular nigga. I'm not a regular nigga. I don't make regular money. I don't do regular things. Ain't nothing about me regular. Best way to lose.
Ooh, I gotta keep that soundbite. I gotta keep that soundbite. I gotta keep that soundbite. I gotta keep that soundbite right there.
And if you can be out the...
Girl, you know before I wake up, face the world, gotta have my cup.
Look at this, y'all. Look how petty this man is. He didn't literally move.
Yeah, I gotta keep that soundbite.
4 people at a time.
Hey, Dad.
Listen. Listen. When this beef starts,
Let me tell you something. If motion is the barometer, if hate is the barometer to judge how much motion you got, bruh, I must have the most motion on planet Earth, nigga. I must have more motion than the motion in the ocean and a horny nigga with lotion. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there's no way. There's no way if hate is the measuring stick by which you judge somebody's motion, bruh. We all the way in motion. You feel me? Like locomotion. You feel me? Making a whole lot of commotion. You feel me?
Good at something, or you want their, they want your spot and they can't get it. And that's what it seems like Kendrick was mad about this whole time. I can't believe it. And what I can't believe the most is that niggas chose the side of the hater. That's crazy to me. Like, most of these rappers, all y'all rap about is y'all haters or niggas who switch sides on you and all this, or disloyal niggas and all that. Then when you see one in real life, y'all like, man, nah, he had to do something. Y'all would have chose Kane in the Cain and Abel story. Y'all would have been like, hey, man, Abel must have did something to him or something, because ain't no way.
Bruh, I'm so glad everybody is coming to their senses, fam. It took a while. It took a while for niggas to get broken from that spell, bruh. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. Even to this day, fam, I'm looking at some of you niggas with the side eye, bruh. I'm looking at some of you niggas with the side eye because I'm like, fam, bro, the fact that you used they used everything you could think of as a justification. Oh, Drake got a white mama. Oh, he one of the small hats. Oh, he was raised in Canada. He was raised in a suburb. That's a lie. That ain't even true. He came up. He was good. He already had money. That's not true either. But these niggas came up with every justification to support a hating ass nigga. And it's just like I said it last year, and I'm gonna say it again, bruh. If you got a problem with me and you call me out, you say, I don't like you, Angryman. Next time I see you, I'm gonna bust you up. And then I say, okay. And I roll up to see if you gonna bust me up. And you show up with 10 niggas, you the punk, not me. You the clown. If you called me out and I showed up, because wasn't Kendrick the nigga that said ain't no big three, it's just big me? I can't tell. Why wasn't it just big you when it was time for you to go up against Drake? Because it won't just you. Talk about some ain't no big three, it's just big me. Bong. No, the fuck it wasn't. You showed up with a bunch of niggas, and you goofball ass niggas here on YouTube. And y'all know who you are. I'm calling all you goofy ass niggas out. And if you got a problem with it, say something in the chat. I'll bring you up on the show. We can talk about it. You goofy ass niggas. Why were you willing to accept shit from Kendrick that you wouldn't have accepted from nobody else? You wouldn't have let nobody else talk about niggas being light-skinned and shit and then having a light-skinned chick at the same time. You wouldn't have let nobody get away with that shit. You wouldn't have let no nigga get away with that shit. There's no way you would have let a dark-skinned nigga talk crazy about a light-skinned nigga while you messing with a light-skinned woman. You would have never let nobody get away with that shit. You would have never let no rapper get away with putting out a whole diss track with some bad information that didn't even turn out to be true and then having to take that track down because it was bad information, you wouldn't have let nobody get away with that shit. You wouldn't have let nobody get away with that shit. Just like how, you know, in fact, you know what? I'm going to take it a step further. I got to take it there. I hate to have to take it there because I like him. But I got to ask the question. For all you niggas that's talking about Drake's background, for all you niggas that's talking about him being on Degrassi, for all you niggas that's talking about him being Canadian, to all you niggas saying he grew up in the suburbs and he grew up in a privileged life, so because he grew up in a privileged life, he wasn't part of the culture. Why you niggas quiet about Jadakiss going to private school? Why are all you niggas quiet about Jadakiss going to private school? And look, I don't got no issue with him going to private school. I don't care about that. In fact, I think he was fortunate to go to private school. I like Kiss. So this is not me throwing shots at Kiss. Don't get it fucking twisted. This is not me throwing shots at Kiss. This is me calling out y'all's hypocrisy. Why y'all quiet on that? Why y'all quiet on that? It don't make sense. And I told you what I believe it is. I told you at the end of the day, what it boils down to is that you niggas have a different set of rules that you apply to light-skinned niggas that you don't apply to dark-skinned niggas. You niggas have a different set of rules that you apply to light-skinned niggas that you do not apply to dark-skinned niggas. Just tell the truth, because the more time passes by, the more evidence of this shit pops up. There's more evidence of this shit. Now, me personally, I don't have a problem with what Drake's background is. I don't think that has anything to do with him being a great rapper. Same thing with Jadakiss. It don't make me no difference if he went to public school, private school, whatever. And y'all know I'm a firm believer. We got to get out of this mind state that the only way someone black can be real is if they came from the struggle, or if they had a broken home, or if they went to jail. We got to get out of that shit. We got to stop acting like the only way you can be real is if you caught a felony or if you was a drug dealer. We got to get out of that shit. We got to get out of that shit. That's not conducive to our culture. That mentality has been destroying our culture. Okay? But if you're going to say, you know what, it shouldn't matter that Jadakiss went to private school, then guess what? It shouldn't matter that Drake is from Canada. It shouldn't matter that Drake is from Canada. It shouldn't matter what his upbringing was. Shouldn't matter. Stop making these special rules for the light-skinned Negroes that you don't want to apply to the dark-skinned Negroes.
And if you don't remember nothing else in life, remember this. Continuously trying to take shortcuts is going to eventually lead to the toughest road. And if you don't remember nothing else in life, remember this. continuously trying to take shortcuts is going to eventually lead to the toughest road.
That's facts. That's facts. 100%.
Yeah, you had to aim up.
Alright, what's up, yours?
And I thought I found a girl.
Nicki Minaj is a strong person. Because if somebody wrote Unthinkable about me, this is getting out of control and I'm tired of it, so I'm gonna go ahead and nip it in the bud real quick, okay? If black women are the largest growing group of degree holding, business owning homeowners, like y'all say, if black women are the blueprint and everybody in the world is still in our lingo, our hairstyles, our curves, the skin tone, because we're the blueprint and everybody wants to be like us because we're so unique. If black women are truly the mothers to the earth, we gave life to this thing called humanity through our wombs. I agree with all of that. We be out here really doing it. Why is it that black women are also the only ones doing this trend? A large majority of it is black women doing this trend of he drained my energy. Sis, if you're so smart, why didn't you see it? If you work so hard to build who you are and you're so confident and you're a 10 and I know how great I am, how is it that somebody's dusty ass son came and got you and manipulated you? If you know your worth and you are such a great person and your self-esteem is so high, like y'all say online, how is it that somebody was able to steal your shine? Y'all gotta stop contradicting yourselves, because what happens is y'all want to be strong and independent and have it going on when it benefits you, but some of y'all want to be the victim when it benefits you. Those two things can't live in the same atmosphere, okay?
Oh, Daniel's son.
I haven't listened to nothing that those guys put out in the last 2 years. And I mean in the last 2 years, because I wasn't listening to them even before last year. Let's be for real. Let's be fucking clear. All right? Because some of y'all are trying to act like us Drake fans is the same as them or worse. But you don't see many of us commenting on their music. Not many of us are going to be objective and listen to it anyway. No. I'm not interested in being objective. I'm biased. Sorry. I only listen to Drake. I haven't listened to nothing that those guys put out.
You know she's talking about the Clips, right? You know them niggas put an album out, don't nobody give a shit, right? You know the Clips put out an album and nobody cares, right? Shout out to DJ, a.k.a. Mr. Sandman, said Jadakiss gets a pass because we're proud that his black parents managed to get their son out the hood to a private school. If you from the ghetto, you know it's not a flex. Yeah, but the problem is there's a lot of people that do be trying to flex the negative side. There's a lot of people that do be trying to flex the fact that, you know, they come from a broken home or they got a felony or, you know, all of that goofy shit. Like, real talk.
Like your reason as other.
What about 28 to 30?
A nigga got to tell me how the fuck is you gonna...
I got a question, right? And anybody can chime in. Whether you're a man or a woman, you can leave your opinion. Why is it that when most men get caught cheating,
A whole bunch of...
I saw this post that said, if he wants you, he will not give another man an opportunity to come get you. Girl, if you want...
So you telling me Drake, Aubrey Graham, just sat up there on stage and told UK that they are better rappers and lyricists than rappers in America. Y'all gonna let this nigga get away with going on stage saying that UK rappers are better than American rappers.
Yeah, we gonna let them get away with it. You know why we gonna let them get away with it? Because you goofy ass niggas over the past 10 to 20 years have been accepting mediocre rappers. You the same goofy niggas run around here bopping the Glorilla. So yeah, we gonna let them get away with it. You out here, you niggas is out here bopping your head to boom, bap, bam, boom, bap, boom, bap. You niggas is out here bobbing your head to Cause here's the reality, nigga. He wouldn't have been able to say that shit in the 90s. Talking about saying you gonna let him get away with that? Gee, I don't know. I don't know. Did you ever think that maybe, just maybe, he also did it to be petty? Considering the fact that last year, most of America gave him their ass to kiss. This is the goofy shit. This is the shit I be talking about. This is nigga shit. Why would you expect Drake to say something nice about you niggas after what you did last year? This is like black folk expecting Donald Trump to do something for the black community after 80-some% of you didn't vote for him. Niggas is the only people on planet Earth that will give you their ass to kiss and still expect you to do something for them. Black folks the only niggas that we the niggas is the only people that do this shit, bruh. Look at his face. Look at the look on the nigga's face. Like, nigga, how you gonna fix your face to tell Drake anything? I bet you any amount of money, if I go through this nigga's videos, I guarantee you he got some videos hating on Drake from last year. I bet you any amount of money.
That black man is right. Black women do not speak in the grocery store to men. Black women don't speak to one another in the grocery store. And they're not obligated to. It is what it is. And listen, I like to be friendly too, but a lot of times it's not personal. They don't be worried about really nobody else. You're just trying to get in and out. But I would also like to know what these women look like and what type of hello was he given? Because every woman knows there's different types of hellos. So,
yo, you know what? With this grocery store shit, this is how I feel, bro. This is how I feel. Black men, just leave them the hell alone, man. Don't talk to them. Don't interact with them. Don't just leave them the hell alone. Just leave them the hell alone. Just leave them alone. Just leave them alone. I wouldn't care if you saw one running down the street with her hair on fire and you had a bucket of water in your hand, bruh. It don't matter. If you see one running down the street and her hair is on fire and you got a bucket of water in your hand, take that bucket of water, dump it on yourself to cool off in the hot sun and keep walking. Keep walking. Keep it pushing, player. Keep it pushing. Like, real talk. And by the way, usually by this point, we be damn near at 60 contributors. What is going on? We need some more contributors. We need some more contributors. Shout out to Global Pastime said, I simply smile and nod my head. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, bruh. If I see one and we make eye contact, I'm gonna do one of these numbers. And I'm gonna keep walking. I ain't smiling. I ain't giving no head nod. All I'm giving is a look of disapproval. That's all they getting from the kid. A look of disappointment. If we make eye contact, this is the face, bro. And then as soon as he say, what you looking at? I'm gonna do just like this. Okay, bruh, no. Give them nothing but dust. Give them nothing but dust. That's it. That's it, bro. Just straight dust. Nothing else. You get nothing but dust. You get nothing but dust. Just like if Thanos snapped, bro. That's what you get. You get dust.
When you hear or sense a hello that you're not really trying to entertain, you're not going to respond. But I think OG was leaving some parts of the story out. That black man is right.
That will lock it. This is gonna come off as super glazy, but I don't care, right? All the people that be hating on Drake really be pissing me off. And it's not because I'm just a big super fan of Drake. No, let me tell you why they hate Drake, right? They're gonna be like, oh, he's too soft. Drake used to be on Degrassi. He didn't get it out the mud. He's not really a gangster. He don't really be sitting here sending no, he don't be hitting no hits or whatever. He'll send someone to do a hit. He'll send someone, but he's not doing it himself. And in my head, I'm like, bro, he's an actor at the end of the day. They're like, yeah, he's being Degrassi. I'm like, bro, all these rappers is actors, bro. Why would I want to be sitting here listening to music and be like, oh yeah, ran down on the ops? And he really did that. Like, bro, you're out here taking away people. You're not a good person. Why would I support your music and put money in your pocket? But then y'all talk about Drake didn't really do this or whatever, or he's had millions and stuff, so I don't like him. I'm like, so you guys are jealous that he, as a kid, he was working to get millions? It's not like his family bestowed that upon him. He had a job as a kid, as an actor. Just because you did it doesn't mean anything, right? It's always jealousy, right? Then when it comes down to the whole Kendrick versus Drake question, this is always the thing. Oh, I fuck with Kendrick. I'm like, okay, cool. Name 3 Kendrick Lamar songs, not from that Good Kid, Bad City album or whatever, right? Then they be like, well, I'm like, so wait, how many Kendrick songs do you have in your phone? I just like Kendrick more than Drake because I'm like,
bro, I've never asked anyone that's a Kendrick fan, name 3 Kendrick songs, and they were able to do it. And y'all saw it, y'all witnessed it. If you've been watching my show long enough, you witnessed it on my show. I would ask niggas, name 3 Kendrick songs, and they'd be like, shit. There's that one joint, what is it? Like, nigga, you don't get your lame ass out of here. How is he your favorite? You can't even name 3 of his damn songs because you don't really bump that nigga like that. You don't really listen to that nigga like that. Stop it. He's not him. You want him to be him just because you don't like Drake, but he's not him. Sorry.
Because you're a bandwagon and you're a hater, bro. Like, Drake don't do nothing wrong for real. Then everything I think about Kendrick that I do like, it's always him as a feature. I don't like Kendrick as an artist, really. It'd be like on that FM Problem song with A$AP Rocky and all that. Kendrick, amazing verse on there. Collard Greens, it was a good verse.
Man, first of all, Kendrick on the A$AP Rocky song, effing Problems, his verse was nowhere near as good as Drake's. Nowhere near as good as Drake's. And he copied him. You know how, if you've ever been in the studio, if you've ever been a rapper, right? Shout out to Stan. He said they either can't name the song or name the most obvious ones. Facts. Look, if you've ever wanted to be a rapper and you be in the studio and, The nigga that make the beats, he'll play a beat or whatever, and then everybody be writing to that beat, right? There's some niggas that'll sit back and wait until you finish writing your verse, and then you go in the booth and spit your shit, and that's how they get their idea of what they gonna say on their verse. Right? Watch. Hold on. I got you. Let's pull up the lyrics from that shit. Let's pull up the lyrics from that shit. So I think this is Drake's verse, if I'm not mistaken. He said, "Ooh, I know you love it when the beat is on. Make you think about all the niggas you been leading on. Make me think about all the rappers I've been feeding on. Got a feeling that's the same dudes that we speaking on. A word, ain't heard my album, who you sleeping on? You should print the lyrics out and have a fucking read along. Ain't a fucking sing along unless you brought the weed along. Then just, okay, got it. Then just drop down and get your eagle on. Or we can stare up at the stars and put the Beatles on. All that shit you've been talking about is not up for discussion. I pray it, and I'm reading it on purpose. I'm not rapping it. I'm reading it on purpose, right? All that shit you talking about is not up for discussion. I will pay to make it bigger. I don't pay for no reduction. If it's coming from a nigga I don't know, then I don't trust it. If you coming for my head, then motherfucker get the bussin'. Yes, Lord, I don't really say this often, but this long dick nigga ain't for long talking. I beast. Now, if you remember listening to that verse, you remember the way he spit it, right? Then here comes Kendrick, right? Yeah, ho, it's the finale. My pep talk turned into a pep rally. Say she from the hood, but she live inside the valley now. Vacating Atlanta, then she's going back to Cali. Got your girl on my line, world on my line. The irony, I fuck them at the same time. She eyeing me like a nigga don't exist. Girl, I know you want this. Girl, I'm Kendrick Lamar, a.k.a. Benz is to me just a car. That mean your friends need to be up to par. See, my standards are pampered by threesomes tomorrow. Don't get involved. Listen what the crystal ball say. Halle Berry, hallelujah, holla back, I'll do your beast. He literally patterned his whole rap after what Drake said in that fucking shit. And the fact that Drake's verse was before his makes me feel like Drake wrote his shit first. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Because Drake gets to the end of the verse and he says, I don't say this often, this long D ninja ain't for long talking. Then you get to Kendrick's verse, and right in the beginning of his shit, he said, girl, I know you want this D. Girl, like, bruh, like, if you listen to that shit, like, the very first time I listened to it, and back then, I was a Kendrick fan and wasn't really a Drake fan when that shit first came out. I remember thinking to myself, Kendrick, why are you biting Drake shit? Why are you patterning your rap after what Drake said? Rio said, no, he didn't. What do you mean, no, he didn't? Rio said, bro, we not going to act like K-Dot not a sop. Man, shut your... Yo, Rio, do me a favor. You see that? Suck that. And get the fuck out of my chat room, bro. I'm not doing this with you, K-Dot fan. Kick that nigga out of my chat room, bro. Kick him up out of my chat room, fam. Get him out of here. Get that clown up out of here, bruh. I'm biased, nigga. Shout out to Billy Nico, said Drake and K-Dot both goats, and the Clips album is hard. Good show, AM. Appreciate you, bro. Like, ain't nobody trying to hear that goofy ass shit. Anybody that's a fucking rapper, anybody that writes lyrics can sit there and dissect those bars. If you dissect Drake's bars and then dissect Kendrick's bars, Kendrick is literally biting off of what Drake said. Anybody that has ever written lyrics or ever been in a studio know niggas do that. I can show you songs where one nigga rap and then another nigga comes behind him on the next verse and his shit sounds like he patterned it after the nigga that came before him. Niggas do that shit all the time. Niggas do that shit all the time. Matter of fact, Jay-Z did that shit. Go back and listen to Renegades. Go back and listen to Renegades. Listen to Eminem's verse and then listen to Jay-Z's verse. You're going to say, why is Jay rapping like that? It literally sounds like Eminem's style of rap. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you go listen to this shit, right? The first verse, Jay-Z's like, mother effers say I'm foolish. I only talk about the jewels, bling bling. Do you fools listen to music or do you just skim through it? See, I'm influenced by the ghetto you ruined. The same dude you gave nothing, I made something doing. What I do through and through. And I can't remember this shit perfectly, but what I do through and through, and I give you the news with a twist. Like when he's rapped, the first verse, Jay-Z's rapping like Jay-Z. The first verse, he's rapping like Jay-Z. But then Eminem comes in the second verse and killed it. Like Eminem came in there since I'm in a position to talk to these kids and they listen, I ain't no politician, but I kick it with them a minute. Like he started snapping. Cause see, they call me a menace and if the shoe fits, I wear it. But if it don't, then y'all will swallow the truth, grin and bear it. See, you notice how I can kind of remember, even though I'm reading it, I can kind of remember the lyrics from M's verse, right? Now, who's the king of this rude, ludicrous, lucrative lyrics? Who could inherit the title, put the youth in hysterics, using his music to steer it, sharing his views and his merits? But there's a huge interference. They're saying you shouldn't hear it. Maybe it's hatred I spew. Maybe it's food for the spirit. Maybe it's beautiful music I made for you to just cherish. But I'm but I'm debated, disputed, hated, and viewed in America as a motherfucking drug addict like you didn't experiment. Now, that's when you start to stare at who's in the mirror and see yourself as a kid again. And you get embarrassed. And I got nothing to do but make you look stupid as parents. You fucking do-gooders. Too bad you couldn't do good in marriage. And do you have any clue what I had to do to get here? I don't think you do, so stay tuned and keep your ears glued to the stereo. Because here we go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the nigga spit. And then the third verse. Here comes Jay-Z. I had to hustle, my back to the wall, ashy knuckles, pockets filled with a lot of lint, no, not a cent, got a vent, lot of innocent lives lost on the project bench. What you hollering? Gotta pay rent, bring dollars in, by the bodega, iron under my coat, feeling braver. Like, he don't normally rap like that, bro. He don't know. He didn't even rap like that in the first verse. He did that shit because when he heard that second verse, he said, okay, I got to do something different. I got to do something different. I got to do something different. By the bodega, iron under my coat, feeling braver, do-rag wrapping my wave up, pockets full of hope. Do not step to me. I'm awkward. I box lefty. An orphan, my pops left me, and often my mama wasn't home, could not stress and it sounds awkward. When you go back and listen to that verse, it sounds awkward. And the reason why it sounds awkward is because in that third verse, Jay-Z is trying to rap like Eminem, and he's not doing it. In that third verse, he's trying his best to rap in a more Eminem style, and it's not coming out right. And that's the whole reason why when Nas said that shit on Ether, when he said, and Eminem murdered you on your own shit, that's the reason why that bar hit so hard. That's the reason why that bar hit so hard. And y'all know I'm a fan of Jay. Y'all know I love Jay. But let me tell you something. As much as I like the song Renegade, bruh, by the time it get to that third verse, it's cringe, bruh. That third verse is cringe. That third verse is cringe. And it's not, he's not the only one. Go listen to The What with Method Man and Biggie. Go listen to that track. Like, bro, I could do this all day. I could do this all day, fam. If you go listen to The What, you go listen to what? Matter of fact, you go listen to Notorious Thugs with Bones Thug and Harmony and Biggie. Listen to Biggie trying to rap like Bone. I'm then dangerous. Like, no, man. Why you doing that? Rap like you. So in the first verse of The What, Biggie was like, I used to get feels on a bitch. Now I throw shields on my dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepared for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls the illest. Your style's played out like Arnold on that what you talking about, Willis? Like, bro, he was snapping on the first verse. Just like Jay-Z on Renegades. He was snapping on the first verse. But then Method Man came in verse 2. He said, don't tempt me. You don't want to fuck with me, the METHOD, man. Here I am. I'll be damned if it ain't some shit. Come to spread the butter lyrics over harmony grits. Bruh. The way Meth slid on this track, bruh. Yo, Method Man back in the day was the feature killer, bro. If you put Meth on your track as a feature, bruh, he gonna kill it. He said, METHOD, man, I'm here I am. I'll be damned if it ain't some shit. Time to spread the butter lyrics over harmony grits. It's the low killer death trap. Yes, I'm a jet black ninja. Coming where you rest at, surrender. Step inside the ring, you the number one contender. Looking cold booty like your pussy in December. Niggas stop bitching. Button your lippin'. From Method, all you getting is a can of ass whipping. Hey, I'll be kicking you, son. You doing all the yapping, acting as if it can't happen. Your frontin' got me mad enough to touch something. Yo, I'm from Shaolin Island and ain't afraid to bust something. So what you want, nigga? You want, nigga. I got a 6-shooter and a horse named Trigger. It's real. 94, rugged raw, kicking down your goddamn door. And it goes a little something like, fuck the world, don't ask me for shit. And everything you get, you got to work hard for it. Now, coming into the next verse. Verse 2, coming with that old Hebrew, Method Cal, putting MCs in ICU. I'm lifted, true. You can bring your whack ass crew. I got connections. I get that ass stuck like glue, huh? No question. I be coming down and shit. Yo, I get rugged as a motherfucking carpet get, and niggas love it. Not in the physical form, but in the mental. I spark and they cells get warm. I'm not a gentle man. I'm a method man. Baby, accepted. Utmost respected. And assume this position. Stop, look, and listen. I spit your grave, then I grab my Charles Dickens. Then you got a fourth verse, and this is what Biggie said. Welcome to my center. Honeys feel it deep in they placenta. Cold like the pole in the winter. Didn't Method Man say cold like licking pussy in December? Biggie said cold as the pole in the winter. Far from the inventor. But I got this rap shit sold. And when my Mac unloads, I guaranteed another video. Ready to die. Why I act that way? Pop Duke left Mom Duke. The you know what took the back way. So instead of making hoes suck my you know what up, I used to do stick ups because hoes is irritated like the hick. Like, bruh, that verse is embarrassing. After listening to Meth say what he said, bruh, it's embarrassing. Go back and listen to that shit, bruh. That nigga said, verse 2, coming with that old Hebrew, Method Cal, putting niggas back in ICU. I'm lifted, troop. You could bring your whack ass crew. I got connections. I get that ass stuck like glue, huh? No question. I be coming down and shit. Yo, I gets rugged as a motherfucking carpet get, and niggas love it. Not in the physical form, but in the mental. I spark and they cells get warm. I'm not a gentle man. I'm a method man. Baby, accepted. Utmost respected and And Biggie said, assume the position. Then Method Man said, stop, look, and listen. I spit on your grave and grab my Charles Dickens, bitch. Like, bruh, that, fam. The only niggas that I have ever seen that you can put on a track with meth and meth is not gonna wash them or make them look crazy, it's either gonna have to be Reggie or it's gonna have to be niggas from the Woo. But like I said, you see this happen a lot. And when you go back and listen to Renegades, go back and listen to The What, go back and listen to Effing Problems, and listen to Drake's verse, and then listen to Kendrick's verse right after it, and you're gonna hear it. You're gonna be like, damn, he is copying him. He's not saying the same words, but you can tell Kendrick's verse was inspired by Drake's verse. Now look, y'all can say what you want to say. You can say what you want to say. You could say that Kendrick ain't copying Drake. Then explain to me this. If Kendrick ain't copying Drake, why the hell is Kendrick modeling for Chanel? If he's not copying Drake, biting Drake's style, why is Kendrick modeling for Chanel? Who's always talking about Chanel in their raps? Who's always talking about taking women shopping to Chanel? Who's talking about, I'll make them open up Chanel? Who's always saying that? So you think it's a coincidence that every time you look up, Drake is talking about, in his music, taking a woman shopping to Chanel, talking about how he can get them to open up Chanel even if it's already closed. And then all of a sudden, Kendrick is modeling for Chanel? Yo, the funniest thing in the world to me, at the end of the day, this is what it boils down to. This is what it boils down to. At the end of the day, you niggas hate Drake so much that you are literally caping for a lame ass nigga. Kendrick is a lame ass nigga, bruh. And I didn't even realize how lame he was until this beef happened. Y'all would never let nobody else get away with this shit. That nigga's so much of a sucker that he literally was performing at the Super Bowl with two of Drake's exes. Tell me that ain't some, bro. Tell me that ain't some lame ass shit, fam. Tell me that ain't lame as hell. Like, you're literally performing with his exes. You're literally changing your lyrics to some of your songs to fit this Drake beef narrative. Yo, shout out to Big Joker, said, I had dudes change their verses after I laid mine back when I rapped, but I was the square ninja because they smoked and I didn't. Always had top level drug test jobs. That's why y'all sound like ish. Bruh. I've watched niggas in the studio have they verse written. And then a nigga go in the booth and spit some fire, and the nigga grab his shit, tear it out, ball it up, throw it, and then start writing some new shit. I've witnessed niggas do this shit. I've witnessed niggas do this shit. And now niggas want to pretend like Kendrick, like, come on, man. Let's be real. Let's be real. Kendrick's a lame ass nigga, bro. Niggas can say what they want to say. Kendrick is a lame ass nigga. Shout out to Melina, said much respect. Shout out to Global Pastimes. He said supporting the show. Shout out to Brian. He said AM reminded me of the 90s with that Stussy shirt. Appreciate you, bro. Like, Kendrick is a lame ass nigga, bro. There's no way around that. Shout out to Cosmic Society. Appreciate you. Kendrick a lame ass nigga, bro. And niggas can get mad about that if you want. It is what it is.
The worst era to be in with a dude is when he things like I showed you here.
So I saw a post where a man asked why women don't speak in the grocery store anymore. And I find it interesting because in the comments, it was a whole bunch of, we're tired. We're not here for entertainment purposes. We don't have to speak if we don't want to. Here you go trying to have control over us. And I just want to say that is profoundly ignorant. A man, an older man at that, is asking something that generationally was just a common courtesy. It was an expectation of decency that when you made eye contact with someone, you acknowledged their presence. You said hello. You held the doors. See, y'all out here, and this is where women are getting it twisted. See, you want that same man that you don't want to say hello to, that you don't want to smile for. You want that same man to hold the door open for you. That's the man you want to help you should another man or somebody else come and assault you. Mm-hmm. That's that same man that you would expect to do just general decency things. But you can't be bothered to say hello. It's the entitlement, and it's the fact that there are so many of y'all women out here bigging each other up and making it seem like this is an actual problem. It's not. It's not. I was raised to be respectful and decent to other people. It does not harm you when someone says hi to say hi back. Guys do it all the time. They walk past each other and you'll see a whole bunch of this. That's them acknowledging. They see a woman and they might say hello or
yep.
What did that cost me? What does that take from me? That might be the moment that made his day. That might be the only human interaction that an older person gets. But you're so busy being caught up in your selfish, narcissistic, toxic thoughts that you can't even see it's you that's the problem. So I saw a post where
You look happier, yeah, because I stopped being black.
I just saw a video of an African man saying that black Americans owe Africans and we should be grateful that they come over here. What the fuck do they come over here and help us with? They should be grateful to us.
Damn. The way she said, what the fuck? Oh my God, bruh. The way she said, what the fuck?
I just saw a video of an African man saying that black Americans owe Africans and we should be grateful that they come over here. What the fuck do they come over here and help us with? They should be grateful to us. Because if it wasn't for the civil rights movement, they would not be able to migrate here successfully. What the heliante? People are fucking delusional. I'm so tired of this delusion. We want to all be peaceful. Everybody wants to be cool. We've always supported everybody, but we ain't gonna allow y'all to keep talking shit to us. A lot of y'all don't even know where the fuck y'all came from. A lot of y'all's countries in Africa, and I'm saying that I don't give a fuck, it's baby fucking countries. It wasn't established until the fucking mid 1900s. What is we talking about? Some of y'all don't even have birth certificates. I seen another video of some African woman saying we don't know who our grandfathers is. We don't know our grandparents. They even fucking said we don't even know our parents. Y'all think we orphans over here? And this is only me reacting and responding to the shit that I keep hearing y'all say. I don't have no hate for anybody. I love African people. I love all types of people. Y'all don't even know the stories that's passed down. When we tell y'all about the stories that's passed down to us, y'all say we lying. Then we would pull up documents and say, hey, we was here since the fucking 1500s. Some of us could trace it further than that. Y'all say we lying. Where's your paperwork?
Because we not from there. Most of us are not from Africa. In fact, look, I don't have no proof of this. I think the shit is vice versa. I think what Pastor Troy said in that song, what if heaven was hell and vice versa? I think it's vice versa. I don't think that black people were brought here from Africa. I think black people were taken from here to Africa. That's what I think. But, you know, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a nigga running my mouth on the internet. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. You feel me? I'm just a nigga talking. I'm just a nigga running my mouth. You feel me? But I believe that niggas was brought over there to make it look like that's where niggas came from. I don't think we came from over there, bro.
Yo, Castro, how you feel?
Look, I don't know who need to hear this, but real ass shit deserve real ass conversations. And to be honest, a lot of y'all mothers did a fucking poor ass job.
Cause I can't tell you how much I don't care. I couldn't even tell you how much.
Like, I just be going through the day and like looking at my phone, not ringing. It's like, don't nobody want to take me out on a date or something? Like, take me to go get some ice cream, take me out.
Take you to get some ice cream. Take you to get some damn ice cream. Now, if a nigga rolled up on you while you was out and about, especially if you done up, if you got on a little fly outfit, you got your little handbag, got your little...
Pay my bills and entertain myself all by myself? It's a time. I don't mind it. It's a great time every time, but sheesh. I get tired of doing it by myself every day. It's like...
She belongs to the streets.
There's no way.
Hey, did y'all just see how Rosie O'Donnell went in on y'all president?
Somebody trying to check it.
Ed, you're seeing this.
This is the best.
You guys, 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Baby, get you a friend like KD. Get you a friend like Kevin Durant. The way that man supports Drake. Listen, if my friend ain't riding for me like that, you out of here. You getting a boot. That man rides for Drake. That is his real friend. Drake, if you didn't know who your friend, Katie is your friend. Kevin Durant.
I'll tell you who ain't your friend. That big head ass, looking like Bill Cosby's illegitimate son, Jello pudding pop mouth ass LeBron James. He is not your friend, bro. That Negro is not your friend.
Pusha T is 50 years old talking about selling dope as a religion. I can't listen to that, bro. Like, you 50 years old and you still rapping about selling dope. You gotta switch it up.
But no, if you remember, Drake is the one that won't mature, right? Drake is the one that keep making music for young people, right? Meanwhile, this nigga Pusha T still rapping about being the Pusher man. He's still rapping about slanging them pies and cutting up that work and shit. Like, what?
Bro, you're not talking about none of your rap. You're still talking about selling dope. I don't sell dope. Nobody that knows sell dope. You shouldn't be selling dope at 50 years old, and you shouldn't even be rapping about it. You should be rapping about something else. What else is going on in your life? We don't want to hear that no more, bro. Like, it's like people always got something to say about other rappers, but when it comes to people like Pusha T, who's 50 years old, rapping about selling coke, I hear crickets. Can we get better music from him? Because I'm not listening to that. I could skim past, and the first word I hear of him is coke. I'm not listening to that because you don't sell coke anymore, and you're not going to influence nobody I know to sell coke, and we need to switch that up. That agenda is so played out. You a drug dealer. That's corny. We don't do that no more.
Ooh, these young boys coming for you. Shout out to the young boys. I don't always agree with you, but when you're right, you're right. That nigga said, being a drug dealer is corny. He said, we don't do that no more.
Business owners, we entrepreneurs. Can you rap about that? Pusha T is 50 years old.
You remember, don't do it.
Woo, fellas, you know what I realize about women?
I just put it a walk.
Woo, fellas, you know what I realize about women?
You know what I realized about that bald upper lip? You know what I realized about that Homer Simpson upper lip you got?
Our mouths are lethal. I witnessed the most heartbreaking interaction between a man and...
Hey, Shaw, hold on.
So how exactly is all of this supposed to end? And by this, I mean this fuck-ass version of life that we've all been sold.
28. Miss. I ain't listened to my husband one time, and I've been paying for it for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. We think we know everything. We don't. Listen to your man. Let your man lead. Don't fuck his money up too. 3 weeks. The valuable thing I learned that all this bullshit is, regardless, always rock with my husband, no matter what. Wrong or right, rock with my motherfucking husband. We'll figure it out later. Because this has been a mess. A mess. I ain't listened to my husband one time, and I've been paying for it for 3 weeks.
Oh my God.
A man or a woman that sleeps with a lot of men and women.
And keep lining up.
Y'all protect on less is more than.
Uh-oh.
Fellas, if she's always talking about her ex, it's not you she's thinking about during sex.
Scooty Scoot!
That's what you holler when you see me.
That's what you holler when you see me. Yo, shout out to Critical.
I'm the deal king.
Why aren't black women talking to black men in the grocery store? Let's talk about it. And this is coming from a who has a lot of black girlfriends.
Cause I can't tell you how much I don't care. I couldn't even tell you how much.
Daughters are no longer. All right, so this is my extended review on.
Bro, I don't know. That nigga Drake had Lauryn Hill clocked in on time on his concert. I don't know how I feel about this. Don't get me wrong. But when you had Lauryn Hill clocked in on time for your concert, and she was 6 hours late for the other concert, and more concerts that she canceled. Even her own freaking concerts, she freaking showed up late in. But she shows up on time for Drake. Oh man, I can't wait for people to come up and say Lauryn Hill is not for the culture, or they'll say some bullshit about Lauryn Hill, like she eyed and everything. Is this the same Lauryn Hill that co-signed freaking Doechii as well too? Oh man, I don't know. I don't know what to say. That man Drake's insane. He's the fucking GOAT.
Yo, shout out to my man Brian. Brian said, not to change the subject, but you missed my Cash App question from yesterday. You said that Christian Bale was not the right one to play Batman. Who would you cast as Batman? That is a difficult question, bro. And my bad for missing your question.
$50 boss up. Stack up and match up.
My bad for missing your question. That's a difficult question. Like, because I haven't really seen an actor, in my opinion, that looks like Bruce Wayne. You feel me? Let's see. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Actors that could play Batman. Let's look up some photos. Because they always screw it up. They always screw it up, right? So, Michael Fassbender. Hell no. This is dude that played Magneto. No. You see what I mean? This the goofy shit they do, bro. They don't base it on looks. They base it on popularity. No. Scott Adkins. Man, get this shit out of the way, man. Oh, I hate shit like this, bro. Get this bullshit out of the way, fam. All right, now this dude, this is the closest I've seen somebody look like Bruce Wayne. This guy right here. This is the closest, he's like one step closer than Ben Affleck was. Like this guy right here. This guy right here, Scott Adkins. What else did he play in? Hold on, y'all. I gotta get this. This crap out of the way. Get this out of the way, bro. What else did he play in? Is this the dude that played Superman? This isn't the dude that played Superman. What else is he known for? Let's see. Diablo, Prisoner of War, Day of Reckoning, Takeover, John Wick 4, Section 8, Day Shift, Castle Falls, Seas, Debt Collector, Ip Man 4. He played in X-Men Origins. Yeah, this dude right here, I will admit, he does look like a believable Bruce Wayne. Oh, okay. I know who this is now. I know who this is now. Okay, okay. I never knew his name, but I know who this is now. Excuse me. Yeah, I could see him playing. I could see him playing Batman. I could see him playing Batman. He's got a decent build. He's got the Bruce Wayne look. Yeah, I could see him playing Batman. Well, let's see who else they got on the list. Let's see. So you got Scott Adkins. Now, look. Alan Richson. Now, look, a lot of people disagree with me on this. I said that he could play Batman, but not regular Batman. He could play Frank Miller's Batman. Frank Miller's older, more chiseled, more grisly Batman, right? Like, he could play Frank Miller's Batman. Like, straight up and down. Like, the dude is he cut up. Dude is built. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, I could see him. What the hell? That ain't even the photos. But, yeah, I could see him playing, like, Frank Miller. Yeah, that's Reacher. That's Reacher. That's Jack Reacher. Let's see. So you got who is Alexander? No. See what I mean? See what I mean? They even put him up here. Like, no. The dude from True Blood? Like, get out of here, bruh. Get out of here. No. No. See, Joel Kinnaman. No. Look, bruh, they just making shit up at this point, bruh. Like, bro, they be picking people to play Batman. Clive Standen. Who is Clive Standen? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Hell no. Oh, hell no. I don't even know who this is, but looking at what he has on, nope. Look at that. Look at the shoes with no socks. No. Hell no. You don't get to be Batman. No. No, absolutely not. You don't get to be Batman. Off the rip. Nope, that's a no. That's a no for me. That's a no. Young, possibly young Bruce Wayne, maybe year one Batman. He's better than Michael. He's better than Pattinson. He would have been a better pick than Pattinson. You feel me? Like, I'll give that. I'll give him that. feel about this guy. He has the jawline. I don't know how I feel about this guy. He has the right shaped face. Not sure how I feel about that guy. Close. 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 He's close. He's close. He's close. Hell no. The dude that played the Punisher? Like, no. 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 Lucky number 11? No. Absolutely not. No. No. We don't need any more emo Batmans. No. Hell no. 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 Eh. Eh. He has a Bruce Wayne look to him. Oh, hell no. Nope. 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 Possibly a young Bruce Wayne. Possibly a young Bruce Wayne. Eh. Scott Eastwood. What did he play in? What did he play in recently? What is the dude's name that played in what is dude's name that played in was it 1923? Trying to see him without the beard. See, he has the Bruce Wayne look. He has the Bruce Wayne look. He's got the Bruce Wayne look, but whether he could pull off being the Bat, that's a whole other story. Carl Urban? Who put Carl Urban up here? What is wrong with people, bro? No. Damn, who's this guy? He's got that dark, like he's got that like brooding look. He's got like that dark brooding look. Cause you know, Bruce Wayne is like, nah, his chin is, he got a weak ass chin. That's a weak ass chin, bro. That's a weak chin, fam. That's a weak chin. He could play like Doctor Strange or some shit like that. That photo right there is very deceiving. It's very deceiving, sir. It's very deceiving. I don't appreciate your ruse. And for those of you that don't know what a ruse is, it's a clever attempt to trick me. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell. Did they put Adam Driver up here? Man, if you don't get up out of here, bruh. No. They need to stop, bruh. This list just keeps getting worse, fam. No. No. Colin Farrell, get out of here. Yeah. This list is pretty much cooked. This list is cooked. It's cooked. Yeah, like it's hard to pick a Batman because you got to pick somebody that not only captures the essence of Bruce Wayne, but can pull off being Batman. You feel me?
If you want to make her feel the rush and the sexual butterflies.
Shout out to Steve the Dean Williams in the building.
And another thing, do it look like I give a flying fuck because y'all said
face pretty, name.
Pretty women do not marry handsome men. Okay? Pretty.
This man asked me if I ate today. I said no. You can only guess what he said. Oh, okay, you should probably eat. I said block.
Oh my God. Shout out to Frederick said, there goes my hero.
my address out.
These folks didn't know what I was talking.
Hey, somebody let me know if.
So now y'all done started up the.
I just saw somebody make a video.
DDG and Haley.
I'm sorry. A lot of the times, men don't see a woman that is successful. Men don't see.
Y'all, Facebook is so funny.
Any man that put their hands on a woman.
So when it comes to this 50-50 relationships, right?
Any man that put their hands on a woman.
Shut up. Shut up.
So when it comes to this 50-50 relationships, right?
False advertise.
Answer the girl who said, you may come to the point where you realize
we are the men now, and we don't need men in our lives. There's a reason women say that if they had children, they would want to be the...
Shut up. Shut up.
Which is really cool.
I am so sick and tired of whore, slutty, city girl culture. Like, do we have anything else to offer?
You want a nigga to leave you the fuck alone?
After 350.
You can tell a lot about a man.
Do you notice that all of these videos with these women, all they seem to... Do you notice that 95% of the videos, 98. Do you realize that 98% of the women's videos are only talking shit about men? Do y'all notice that? Do you notice that 95% of the videos women are posting are heavily focused on male behavior? They literally don't talk about anything else. They don't talk about anything else. All they talk about is us. 24/7. 24 and mo. That's all they talk about.
Giving a man my number has yet to ever yield me.
These comments are telling me that y'all have an internal conflict with aging. Because why are y'all titties in a twist about that? It's one man and one opinion.
So being biracial with the white mom is trending right now, and I just want to jump on this wagon. Dear black people, do you not see how harmful this is? Like, do you not? Let me give you some examples. You don't know what it's like to grow up mixed. Because you don't realize that a lot of us deal with racism since day one all the time. And these are supposed to be with people that love us, aka our families. A lot of people on my mom's side of the family were Aryan Nation skinheads.
Damn. Shit.
Yeah.
Why do we as black women continue to say that we're the least protected and ask black men to protect us?
So you're telling me that the feminism movement is actually what's causing the men in our society to be acting the way that they...
Anybody has any question?
Over time as a coach, I've seen some
In Virginia. I don't know about y'all, but baby, as soon as the nigga start showing his ass,
mouse and keyboard.
I'm no longer...
I told you, the men are talking about all sorts of topics. The women are only talking about men.
Yeah, so I hung out with my daddy today. We went to go get some...
I'm no longer supporting anything that's not black. If you foreigner, I believe you should go home to your country. Y'all haven't put on for America. Out of the 12 wars, I want you right now, whatever you are, whatever dirty country you come from, I want you to ask yourself, what have my peoples done for the world and what have they done for the United States that give me the right to feel like I can come over here and be entitled to black people shit? You're not black. The majority of y'all not black. Y'all glazers, y'all want to be black. The majority of y'all just have a bunch of fucking kids and come over here and act like you better than niggas. I just woke up and watched a video of 3 foreigners answer that white dude or Hispanic dude that just stood to the sideline. Bro, you're soft. You're soft. I can't wait until I see a white little girl getting mishandled. I can't wait till I see an African little girl getting hung.
Oh my God. I was with you at first, bro. You just took it. You went too far. I can't get down with all of that, bro. You took it too far left, bro. Like, you gotta pull the car back on the road, fam. Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
I hung out with my daddy today. We went to go get some food. it's like, why does no one ever ask, hey, how are you?
Okay.
So a lot of men are gonna be upset that I'm saying this, but you have that self.
This wig is from.
What is it, please? Abandoned guys, thank you for viewing.
This man just called me an ugly, depressed, bipolar bitch.
Jesus Christ. Yo, I'm telling you right now, TikTok is one of the most toxic places in the universe, bro. Like, it's not even a joke, fam. Shout out to Bree said for the creativity. Appreciate it. Shout out to Jay. He said the Drake hate makes 0 sense. None at all. Shout out to Andre. He said Kevin Conroy is the only man pulled off both. That's facts. That's facts. May he rest in peace. Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, toxic. Exactly. TikTok is toxic as fuck, bro. Like I be having to decompress from TikTok. Like, I be having to take whole breaks from TikTok because TikTok, bruh, TikTok will make you lose faith in humanity, fam. If you just scroll through and listen to what people are saying on TikTok, bro, it'll make you lose faith in humanity all the way around. Like, you'll be like, damn, bro, it's hopeless. It's hopeless. It ain't no hope for nothing. But anyway, I think I've been on here long enough. We've been on here almost 4 hours. We've been on here for almost 4 hours running our mouth. You feel me? We about to get up out of here, man. Shout out to everybody that came through and supported the show. I appreciate y'all more than you know. Real talk. Appreciate y'all. Salute to everybody that came through. Make sure you guys go check out my book, The Angryman Standard, which is available on Amazon. On Amazon, all you have to do is type The Angryman Standard in the search bar and it will come up. You feel me? Also, make sure you go over to shopBinoNation.com. Again, that is shopBinoNation.com. And check out the merchandise. You feel me? We got some new merchandise. I'm waiting on my stuff. I got stuff coming. You feel what I'm saying? I got Bino Empire shirts coming. You feel me? I'm waiting on my stuff, you know, so I can get fresh and fly with the rest of y'all. You feel me? But make sure you guys go check out some of the merchandise we got. You feel me? I'm not woke, I'm awake. You feel me? Make sure y'all go check out the merchandise. We got some fly stuff. You feel me? We got some fly stuff. We got some fly stuff. But other than that, man, appreciate you guys for tuning into the show. It has definitely been fun. It's been an awesome one. We gonna get up out of here. And make sure you guys answer the question on the way out. But other than that, man, salute to everybody. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. If you're watching this on the replay, make sure you support the show, all of that good stuff. And I'm going to holler at y'all later. Deuces.
Spartans! What is your profession?